Hey guys, it's Spooksy back at another video. Today we are going to be reviewing and live reacting to James Charles' most recent apology video that he just uploaded today. Okay, and by we, I mean me and my Discord mod, Bubble Buddy. If you're in the Discord, you know who she is. I hope you join the Discord, link in the description below. But anyways, let's get into this.
I'm gonna take out that pause. This is me with my mod Bubble Buddy. I wasn't catching those claps. Here, I'm gonna press play.
I didn't realize you were. Wait, you were recording a video?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Should I record this for content? What is
Okay,
wrong
let's
with
restart
you?
it.
We'll see if I even edit this. It might not even see the light. Let's click play. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hello everyone, James Charles here, and today I'm going to be making a very important video about a very important topic. As many of you guys know, about 2 years ago now, I was involved with a very public online scandal in which some fellow YouTubers made some very serious accusations against me, and within the past couple of weeks, similar accusations are being made again, and I think it's very important that I get on camera and talk to you guys honestly about what.
Is it just me or is the video like really quiet? Is it quiet for you?
Yeah, it is. People said that in the comments when I started watching. I was like, dang, I gotta turn this up. And then like most of the comments are talking about it too. And the fact that he said, "Hey everyone" instead of "Hey sisters,"
Yeah. Hey sisters, I'm not a predator. Okay.
I uploaded a video to my channel called No More Lies, and that video was a very planned video. It focused on receipts and screenshots and defending myself in the situation, but I want you guys to know that this video that I'm going to be making today is going to be nothing like No More Lies. This is not exactly planned. I don't have a script. I will let you guys know that I do have just some notes in front of me of points that I want to make because this is a very, very serious topic, but today's video is going to be from the heart, and I'm going to focus on what happened, the conclusions that I've come to, and most importantly, holding myself accountable for my own actions. First and foremost, I need to say sorry. I owe a massive apology to anybody that I've hurt or anybody that I've made uncomfortable with my actions. And I also want to say I'm sorry to my friends, family, and fans that have to watch another one of these videos because you shouldn't have to, and this is really, really embarrassing. When this all started online a few weeks ago, it sparked a large conversation, and many people have shared their thoughts and opinions, and I want to take some time to address literally everything in today's video. But before doing that, I want to make it really, really clear that I fully understand my actions and how they are wrong. There's no excuse for them, and I don't plan on making any in this video either, and I hope that you will choose to watch it all the way through. I also just want to.
I'm confused because he's like, no one should have to like. If you're my friends and family, you shouldn't have to watch this video, bro. You're the one DMing
Mhm.
kids, bro. Like this is you're bringing this on yourself, and then he turns around like no one deserves this. And the thing I also don't get is like, even
His
if all the people were like over 18, well, your fan base should not be your dating pool. Like that's weird.
his friends aren't even like acknowledging it. Like I haven't seen anyone.
Because no one's acknowledging it really. I don't even think anyone unfollowed him
The
or anything.
Make a quick well that I'm filming this on the night of March
YouTuber.
31st. It is currently 12:54 in the morning. I'm alone here in the studio, and I know that when I upload this tomorrow, it is going to be April Fool's Day, which is awful timing because this video and this topic is not a joke in any way, shape, or form.
It's kind of funny.
It is, but I also don't want to wait any longer to speak about this. I want you guys to know that this is very, very important to me, and I'm taking this very, very seriously. The last thing that I want to say before I just get into it is that I think it's important that I provide a trigger warning for this video. There's going to be topics and things talked about that are very, very sensitive to some people, and I don't want anybody to have to listen to those if they don't want to. So I'm just letting you know right now. But with all that said, I think it's time that we talk. In case anybody isn't aware of what's going on, within the past couple of weeks, 2 different people, both under the age of 18, have recently come forward saying that they had inappropriate messages with me on social media. One of them being from last year and one of them being from more recent. In both of these cases, I added these people on Snapchat, asked how old they were right away, was told that they were 18, believed them, engaged in authority conversation, and then later on found out that they were actually 16. Upon finding out, I was immediately embarrassed and blocked both people. Later on, when I saw them making videos about it and those videos going viral, my immediate reaction, completely honestly, was to be really, really upset. I wanted to get on camera and film another No More Lies video where I gather all my receipts and all my screenshots and try to tell my side of the story and then just move on from the situation. And now, looking back, that was so stupid because as I did more research on these topics and self-reflected, I realized that the receipts and the screenshots and the specific details of the interaction really don't matter because I fucked up. And I needed to take accountability for my actions and most importantly, apologize to the people that were affected by them. These conversations should have never happened, point blank period. There's no excuse for it, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, and I take full responsibility for that. I trusted the information that was given to me rather than the information I could have and should have gotten myself. In both of these situations, doing research into these people's public social media profiles would have revealed their true ages, and therefore these conversations would have never happened in the first place, but I didn't do the research, and that is what is so embarrassing. As an adult, it is my job and my responsibility.
Trying to pause the thing. Okay. So he says he doesn't do any research, but he's the one who brought up like, okay, from now on, I'm gonna ask for IDs for everyone I talk to, and he didn't even implement his own. Like he said that to everyone the last time he was caught. I think the first 2 times he was caught, and he still didn't do it. So sounds like he's lying.
Yeah, I cannot see the stream. My internet That is off. Oh my god.
You can't see the stream?
Here, try to play it again. Like it just freezes randomly, and then I'm
Sorry,
like sitting
everybody.
here. But
Bubble Buddy has horrible Wi-Fi because they live in the middle of the
shut up.
desert, so we're gonna have to take a break.
No.
So you still can't see it then?
All right. No, I can see it now.
I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
got
knock him for that.
425.
I've had bad editing in my videos before. It happens. And he probably wanted to rush this one out here because people were flaming his ass for being a predator.
Well, before he kind of just like, he put out that note apology and then said, I'm going to check everyone's IDs. And then he didn't post a video. Like he even said, oh, there's a little break in between. And so I thought he was going to put out like something serious, and then he never did. And the fact that he posted this on April Fool's Day kind of
Yeah, because I'm
was a
like,
little
bro, you
weird.
couldn't wait one more day.
Yeah, like you already waited so long. Like you
Yeah,
couldn't, you
at
could have
that
just waited
point,
one more day.
exactly. What's one more day when you already waited 3.5 weeks to talk about this?
Verify who I'm talking to, and therefore there is no one to blame for this other than myself. To the guys involved with this situation, I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I added you. I'm sorry that I flirted with you, and I'm really sorry if I ever made you uncomfortable. It is completely unacceptable. I was being reckless, and after looking back and finally realizing that this was my own fault, I started doing a lot of thinking and reflecting to really try and figure out why I was actually allowing myself to be so reckless in the first place. In all other areas of my life, my friends, my business, I like to think of myself as pretty put together and on top of things, and I couldn't understand why relationships were the one outlier. Why were they not working? Why was this area of me so different? And I finally came to a conclusion. It sucks and it is ridiculously embarrassing to admit this, but I think I have to, and that is that I'm desperate. I do understand that with these videos coming to light, it's really desperate.
I don't. What do you think about that?
I really thought he was about to admit it
Thought he was
and
about
be
to be like,
like,
I'm a
yeah, I thought he was. It literally sounded like that's what he's building up to, and then he said, "I'm desperate." Desperate what?
bro. You are
What?
literally a millionaire. You have
Yeah.
so many people who will willingly date you, and you go after your fans that are underage. Like that's nothing to do with desperation, bro. Like no, who's
I
buying this?
know.
Who's buying this? Because
Did you think he was gonna say that too?
really thought he was gonna say he has a problem with younger people because he's admitted to it before. He said
Yeah.
like, and did you see that one interview where he's like, "Oh, I love people who are 18. I don't like older guys."
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that he was like, I go for the very like the younger side, 18 to 19. But he also says that, oh, I'm like mentally, I'm a 40-year-old. Even though I don't know how old he was at then. He was probably like 20,
I
21. I
just
don't
don't
know.
buy that, James. And he's a cute guy. Like he's not like hideous. He's young. He's rich. He's active, and he's desperate for kids who are his. That I just don't buy that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he like that. I just don't buy it. I don't like. I don't get it. No, that's bullshit. Like that's a whole lie right there, James. No, we're not buying it, buddy. You got to try harder than that.
Looking, period. Like I'm actively searching for younger people to be in a relationship with, and I just want to say firsthand that that is absolutely not the case. My hope has always been to be in a relationship with somebody around my age or older that I can relate to and that can make me laugh. And unfortunately, I've not been able to find that person yet, but the
That's a
idea of
lie.
actually being in a relationship became so
He
important.
just said
A
we
whole
know
lie.
that he said that he's into younger people, and he just said he's into like people his age or older.
Thing is, for me, I'm 21, but like I said, I have the mentality of a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
So for me, like I'm much more mentally and emotionally mature than a lot of people my age. I'm not physically attracted to older guys, which sucks. Like I would date like the absolute youngest, like 18, 19 that looks a little bit older, or like 24 that like has a young personality.
Okay.
But he already said that he's into younger people, 18 to 19.
Already admitted it. So like.
So he just lied right
Hey,
there.
he's lying to our face. And the thing that gets me on top of that is just the idea that like James, like this is not hard to find. Like I said, doesn't he live in like LA? Yeah, he
Yeah.
acts like he's like, I'm desperate, nobody wants me, no one will ever want me, I'm a virgin. I'm like, dude, because I mean he said that in one video. I don't know if it's still true, but he said that before, and it's like, bro,
Yeah.
you couldn't this is a lie. No one's that okay. I feel like if
He's went on what?
well, I forgot what I was about to say. Just continue.
Sorry. He said he went on Lover Host, that like one Twitch show,
Mhm.
and he found someone to like I guess be in a relationship with, but I don't think like they usually end up together. But still, that was an option. You had like a bunch of men going for you. I think only one person said like no, and yeah, he had so many options, and then he's just going after his fans.
Living, and I have a good time doing it. And honestly, James, the reason I'm here is to flip into your heart.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Oh!
Wow.
What an intro.
That's a great intro.
So James,
Okay.
call me a visionary, but I believe you're going to be the first gay president, and I want to be your top economic advisor. And together, I know we're going to
Not the emphasis, Dr. Tom.
And I feel like no one's
Minors.
really bringing that up enough. Like, it's not only bad that he's going after people who are underage. It's also bad that he's going after
It's
people
also
who are his fans, because there's like that power
Yeah.
imbalance, and then
power. Mhm.
exactly, it's just predatory. It's just predatory. Like, it's not a good look. Okay, and he's acting
Okay.
the age thing. Like, I don't purposely go after people that are younger. That just happened the last 6 times, you know? Like, bro, no one's buying that, man.
It's so easy to age check him. Like I think someone said that they found the last guy's age in like 2 minutes, and it says it in all of his like TikTok videos. Like there was like an example, 15-year-old that's 6'9". Like that. How did you not see that? And I'm pretty sure some of these people had their ages in their bios too.
Exactly. I think most of them have their age in their bios. And or at least like the
Yeah.
6'9" kid. He had his age in his almost all of his videos, because that's why he was popular in the first place, because he was so tall at such a young age. So I know, and I know his fans are gonna eat this up. Like, no one should lie about their age. It's like, bro, no one should be trying. If you're a celebrity, you shouldn't be trying to date your fans. Like, let's start there.
Yeah.
It doesn't even begin with the kids lying. It begins with you Snapchatting nudes to your fans. Like, okay, let's continue. There's so much video left. We gotta stop pausing. Okay, I'll stop pausing it so much.
To me that I was willing to trust too quickly, miss out on red flags, and most importantly, not take the precautionary measures that really anybody, but especially somebody with a public platform, should be taking before talking to anybody. And there's no excuse for that. When I've watched videos in the past of people talking about serious topics, such as this one, it's always really bothered me when people would talk about conclusions or changes that they're going to make without actually talking about how they got there in the first place. So I think it's really important that I do that in this video. I just honestly think that I owe it to you guys to kind of walk you through the reflection that I've been doing, so you know that I'm taking this seriously, how I came to terms with my desperation, and how it led me here. In 2019, my dating life became even more public than it already was when I was called out and labeled as a predator. You guys, I feel like at this point all know the story, so I don't want to go back into details, but pretty much I had to get on camera and prove that I was being lied to. I had all the receipts to back it up, but
This is a bi-sister thing.
that I definitely needed to change the way I was going about dating, because clearly something was not right.
Yeah.
And in that video, I made a vow and a promise to myself and to you guys as the audience that I would be way more careful moving forward. And that promise was not one that I kept. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, at the time that I posted No More Lies, I really thought that like the only issue was kind of like the straight guys and being lied to. But I now realize that it was obviously a much deeper problem, and I really wish that at that time I had spent the time to sit down and look at myself in the mirror and try to get to the root of the problem and understand why I was actually allowing myself to get into these situations, instead of just brushing it off and saying like it's the straight guys and it's the lie. But like I said, I didn't, and as time progressed, my desire for a relationship never really went away, and I slowly started ignoring red flags again, and also ignoring my friends and the important people around me that warned me that I was going to get hurt. And to them, I also feel like I really owe an apology, because I should have listened, and I feel like if I did, we probably wouldn't be here today. Looking back now and just trying to do my best to piece this all together in my head, I think that my lack of experience when it came to dating growing up, and then all of a sudden having a lot of attention from different types of men, some for good reasons and some for bad reasons, really affected me in ways that I didn't quite understand. I honestly just thought that I had really, really bad luck and that I was being taken advantage of, when that wasn't the case at all, and I had the mentality that I could reach out to literally anybody and use my Explore page and For You page as a dating app, and eventually I would just happen to find the right person, but that's just not how dating works, literally at all. It's gross, it's weird, and it's desperation. I just really thought it was
At least he called it out a
my
little
thought
bit.
process and the conversations that I've been having with myself and professionals behind the scenes in order to help myself fully understand the situation so I could properly hold myself accountable for how I got here in the first place. when these videos started to come to light, power imbalance became a really large topic of conversation on social media, and rightfully so. In 2019, when I had my whole situation, I was accused of abusing my fame, money, and power to get what I wanted, and when I responded to that at the time, I said that was disgusting and that I would never want to do that, and to this day, I still stand behind that sentiment 1000%. So when it was getting brought up again, I got really, really frustrated. I was trying to understand because I was thinking to myself, like, okay, I know that this situation shouldn't have happened. I know that this conversation shouldn't have occurred. I take responsibility for that, but at the same time, like, they DM'd you first. They lied to you. They flirted first. Like, you didn't use your fame, money, and power to get anything. But I've now realized that mentality is completely wrong because a power imbalance can happen even when it's not intentional. What I wasn't getting before is that the excitement that comes with talking to a celebrity is literally enough to make somebody do or say something that they normally wouldn't, even if that celebrity isn't intentionally weaponizing their fame, money, or power. And that's the concept that I just wasn't getting, but I now do. Even though I'm able to turn off my social media and just talk to somebody outside of the spotlight about something normal, in normal clothes, and no makeup on as James Dickinson, that doesn't change the fact that to them, I'm still James Charles. And that's something that I can't turn off. For me, having a public platform has become such a huge part of my life that at this point, it does feel normal. But I have to understand that to 99.9% of people, it's not normal. It'll never be normal. And that's where the power imbalance lies that I wasn't understanding. But I'm so glad that I finally do, because like I said in 2019, taking advantage of that power imbalance is something that I would never ever want to do, but unintentionally was. With this situation blowing up, there are a lot of people speaking about this online, whether it be sharing their opinions, arguing back and forth, or most importantly, holding me accountable for my actions. I understand that posting this video today is not going to stop those conversations, but it's going to spark more of them, and that's something that I am completely okay with because I really feel like these are topics that we need to be speaking about a lot more. I also want to make it clear, too, that through uploading this video today, my hope and my expectations are not to, press post and then forget about it and move on and wash my hands as if nothing happened, because something did happen. And what happened was not okay, and I don't want to just forget about it. I should have been more careful in every single way when it comes to the ways that I was looking for a relationship. I didn't do the proper research, and for that, I'm once again ashamed and embarrassed. I can't take it back as much as I wish that I could, but I'm really, really glad that I now fully understand the situation so I'm able to do better in the future, and I really hope to show that to you guys. I'm a firm believer that when scandals or situations like this happen, you can get on camera and upload an apology video where you say sorry a million times all day long, but the only way to actually show and prove that you are sorry is through action and change, and I'm going to change. This whole situation has been so embarrassing and I'm ashamed, but like I said, I'm now educated and fully understand what went on, and I'm making a promise to all of you right now on camera that I will be way more careful moving forward with every single person that I speak to. My For You page and Explore page are not dating apps, and I will stop treating them as if they are. I also have already started asking for proper identification from every single guy that has either reached out or that I was speaking to, and will continue doing so for the rest of the time. I now understand the root of the problem. I understand how and why I, and only I, caused myself to get into this situation. I understand that this could have and should have been easily avoided, and I also understand that I need to be aware of my platform at all times. I didn't understand how a situation like this could affect the people involved, but now I do. And for that, to the victims, I'm so, so sorry. And I promise that something like this will never, ever happen again. I also feel like I owe an apology to my friends, family, team members, and also fans that had to watch this all go down again. To all of you guys, I once again wish that I had listened earlier on. You guys saw this and I didn't, and I'm really, really sorry for not taking that seriously and not being a better person and a better role model like I promised that I would be. I'm going to be taking some time away to reflect and further educate myself on these topics. I think at this point it's really important that I do so I'm able to follow through with my word and prove to you guys that I will be a better person. Even though I won't be here posting, I do want people to know that I will still be here, available, listening, and learning. At this point, if you made it all the way through the video, I really appreciate it and just wanted to say thank you for listening, and I hope to never disappoint you again.
No bye, sisters.
Yeah. When he said he was gonna
Oh, it was
change,
very
I
well
feel like that should
received.
have been said a long time ago. It should have been said a long time ago. Like when he was like, "I'm gonna change." Should have said that like the first time or second time. But he
That's
waited
my
like
thing.
5 times. He waited 5 times to finally okay, because it got more traction. The first time it happened, everyone was kind of like, "Yeah, maybe you're right. He did lie." Second time is when people like kind of started to bring it up, and then he like kind of said, "Okay, here's my apology note. I'll be careful." And then obviously that didn't work, and so now he's coming on camera to say it, and
Yeah, because
I
like
don't know.
the reason why it didn't work was because then he did it again. Because I feel like after
Yeah.
apology note thing, a lot of people took that. So far, it looks like it was very well received. But then again, the video was only 2 hours old, so of course, like all his fans are going to see it first. So we got to give it more time because then more people will see it. But yeah, 90s. Look at that. That's a really good like to dislike ratio. I think that was a. I don't know. I think that was a good apology, but what's know what I mean? Because even the last apology was a good apology with the I'll always ask for IDs, yada yada yada. But then not even a month later, he gets caught talking to another minor. Like not even a month later. So it's like how many times like all these
Yeah.
words are just fantastic, but it doesn't matter unless you actually start
Unless
doing
he
it.
actually does it.
Exactly. And I noticed James, he kind of has this pattern. He says that his pattern is due to desperation. But I'd argue not. I'd argue that like he likes getting what's forbidden, what he can't have. Like he had that whole thing for straight guys for a while. He's like, I want a straight man, and that makes no sense. Like, why do you want someone who's not attracted to you? Now he has this. Now he's pursuing minors. It's like whatever's forbidden and like not socially what you would do.
Yeah.
That's what he's kind of into. I don't really see this as
I
desperation.
kind of feel like,
because he has
you know
to
how
have-
like obviously straight men don't want him because they're straight, but like these minors and like fans of his do show him that attention. So he's like, oh, okay.
exactly.
But it's like, no, you can't do that.
And how old is James? Isn't he like 21?
21.
Okay, so
He
I'm
must be
20.
21.
He's 21. I have a platform that is so much smaller than
Yeah.
James Charles. And even I could have seen when people DM me or DM me saying hello, I can already acknowledge there's a power imbalance. So I just feel like that's like kind of dumb how it took him this long in fame to understand these people idolize me and not in the healthiest way for him to be like, okay, I see why the power imbalance, because he kept saying that like, oh, they're coming to me. Well, they're coming to you because they like your content. They're a fan of you. No one's saying that you're pursuing them. You pursuing them isn't what makes you the predator. It's you talking to them and leveraging that power imbalance against them, hitting on the kids because they gave me attention. Like, you know how pathetic that sounds? And especially for someone who isn't he like a millionaire or like a multi-millionaire? He has book
He
deals.
has money.
And he's like I said, he's young. He's 21
Yeah.
years old. Like he's not an old, wrinkly like creep. And the thing is, if he actually dated an 18-year-old, nobody would really call it weird. Like it's one thing to like purposely seek out 18-year-olds because they're the legal youngest, but if he like just dated a 18-year-old like a normal person, no one would call him out for that because like that's not a big age gap. And something that somebody said that's kind of interesting is that just because he's 21, like just because James is young now doesn't mean that his like young fetish would just go away. They say if he has a fascination with 18-year-olds right now, he's gonna have it when he's like 30 or
It's
when
gonna
he's
stay that
40.
way.
Exactly. So I think that he should probably nip it in the bud right now. Hopefully, I don't know. He got famous when he was pretty young. I'll do a little at everyone or at crewmates post in hey everybody who's watching if I publish this. Join my Discord where we ask big questions for a chance to be featured in a video that I will hopefully make about it. How do we feel about his new predatory
Okay,
allegations? Like it's a fucking flavor of ice cream. Haven't heard of him.
I am hungry.
What he do? No one knows anything. Oh my god.
Bruh.
The what? I didn't finish watching it yet. Okay. He groomed another minor. There we go, Camille. She knows what she's talking about. Wait, let me check the pronouns. Okay. There we go. She knows. He knows. They all know what they're talking about. Boom.
Oh, why'd you add them? They're gonna kill you.
I don't care if they kill. They can't kill me before I kill them. Hey yo yo yo.
You're gonna put that in your video and then you're like, can't.
Murder on Spooksy's mind.
Yep. If it's grooming
See, it's
another
the
minor
sixth
at
time. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
this point.
Read it.
Yep, 6th time. Yep.
Wait, can you read it? I'm
Is
gonna
there
put that
proof?
in the video.
If it's grooming another minor and at this point it like confirmed or something, it's the 6th time. Is there proof? Yeah, there's proof.
It really is. This is the one person
Someone said
who added a
who?
spoiler. They added a spoiler and they censored the word. I don't know what this says.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call this.
it
Oh,
says
Meg me. That's his profile pic. Disgusted but not surprised.
sexting a minor again. And someone said again? Yeah. Someone said disgusted but not surprised.
Should we have somebody join headset to talk
Please
in the
don't.
video?
Please don't.
I seen Quackity do it. Okay.
No, please don't. Can I leave?
No, you can't leave. You're the mod. What is wrong with you?
I don't want to talk to them.
You don't
I
have to
don't
talk
wanna-
to them. We'll just have them talk.